So, maybe you guys have seen that some of the ASMR channels are doing an ASMR tag challenge. So the other night, I think it was actually last night, I was watching Charlotte, that she was doing the ASMR tag challenge. So I watched her video, and it was a tag challenge that includes a list of questions for whoever gets tagged to answer. And so I watched her video, and then I saw that Gibi, I think, was the one who started the tag. I'm pretty sure. And I think that she may have tagged Very Shar. So then I just was going to bed. And then I started reading through some of my comments just to kind of respond. And I had noticed that another ASMR channel commented on one of my videos, and I hope I'm saying her channel name right, Amandine the Wolf. And so I know her channel because she's commented a few times on some of my videos, and she's always said such nice things about my videos, so that's actually how I found her channel. And she does, I think, mostly videos in French, but she does do a good amount of English videos too. And she has a really nice, sweet, natural voice, and she does a lot of nice videos. And I saw that in her comment that she had tagged me in this challenge, so I want to say thank you so much to her. That was really nice of her to include me in this. So I have the list of questions here, and I don't know how this tagging stuff works. I don't know anything about what I'm supposed to do, but I have some channels in mind that I would like to tag to do the challenge, so I'll name those at the end. But this is the list of questions here. So I just wanted to kind of just read the questions and maybe do a little bit of coloring while I answer the questions. So this first question here: when was the first time you experienced ASMR? So I'm actually not really sure when's the first time I experienced it. I get a little bit confused about what is considered to be ASMR. So I actually a lot of people mention that they remember experiencing ASMR when they were kids, maybe like from a nature or someone playing with their hair, which I never really thought that's what ASMR was, but maybe it is. I definitely have always been someone who would like beg people to, I always would call it tickling my back. Can you please tickle my back? Or just to get someone to play with my hair. Definitely the playing with my hair button. Nobody ever does it for me anymore. Maybe I'll have to start getting my daughter to do it for me. She's at a good age for that. But, so, I don't know, I guess I could consider those things from when I was little, and also from TV shows. I remember, so I am a little bit older, I guess, than a lot of the people you might see making videos. So if you were a little kid in the 80s like me, you might remember a show called Today's Special. So I remember watching one episode of this show, Today's Special, and there was a woman, or there was some sort of scene in the show where this woman was like, I don't want to call her a witch, but she was some sort of person who would like make potions or something. And I remember her getting like the glass jars and mixing these potions, and I remember being so mesmerized by it. So you might consider that to be an ASMR moment, and I must have been, I'm just gonna say, around 6 years old. But I never really considered that to be ASMR. That I kind of is more of like the part of ASMR that makes you like completely zone in on something. But for the, tingles, I don't really like that word, but that's what everybody calls it. For that, the earliest I can remember is being a little bit older. I'm just going to say like a teenager or something. So I have two different like situations or triggers or circumstances that I would be in where I would feel just the strongest ASMR sensation. Number one is if someone would be cleaning in front of me, and that's actually how I discovered ASMR on YouTube. So whenever, like, if I would be somewhere and maybe like the cleaning lady or something would show up, oh, I used to get so excited. I would be like, yes, the cleaning lady's here. I loved that. I loved just hearing the sounds of like the little cart rolling up and just the spray bottles and wiping down the counters and mopping the floor. I love that so much. That's probably my number one thing. And the other situation, which I know is very popular, is being at the library. So I used to always love to go to the library, and I would always try to sit near like the shelves of books, and I would just sit there and wait and hope that the librarian would be putting books away. I loved that sound. They would wheel their cart up, and I would just hear the sounds of the books being stacked and sorted and placed back up onto the shelves. And that I always felt really, really strong ASMR. I could just sit there for hours and just, I mean, not hours, but I would just love to just go. See, we used to have to go and search for ASMR. You know, it would just happen spontaneously. So it's so different now. So the next question is, when was the first time you watched ASMR on YouTube? So, I've never watched YouTube. I always thought YouTube was like, just some thing where kids would post like videos of themselves, like, jumping on trampolines or whatever. Just funny, silly videos and stuff. But it had been a while since I had really experienced ASMR from watching anything on TV. But I happened to watch an episode of the Martha Stewart show, and there was one episode where they were showing how to properly do laundry, and it wasn't Martha Stewart, it was a guest that she had on, and the woman was cleaning the clothes, but it was like perfect ASMR. She was just explaining gently how she washes sweaters, and there was some water sounds, and I was like, I'm gonna have to look for some videos of people cleaning or doing laundry. So I started searching for videos of people doing laundry or people cleaning, and I did find, at that time, this was in 2014 when I decided to start searching for videos like that. And at that time, of course, there was not a whole lot of ASMR channels. And at that time I had found, there were videos of people doing laundry and people cleaning, but they were just, maybe just like 5-minute videos, things like that, and they were, just kind of not edited or anything like that. It was just people cleaning. But I started to notice that in some of them they said ASMR in the title. And so I was like, what the heck is this ASMR? And so finally I decided to type in ASMR cleaning, and a video of Allie from ASMR Requests popped up. And it was one where she did a role play of, like, she was a house cleaner who was setting up, you're sort of explaining, what kind of services this house cleaning service would provide. And I was like, what in the world that was like my aha moment. I was like, oh my goodness, this girl, like, must get that feeling too. I think this girl, like, completely understands what this feeling is, and I was just so completely amazed. And so, of course, I started, watching all of her videos. And so I was like, well, let's see if I can find some videos of people like making library sounds. I was like, I mean, I can't be the only person in the world who likes the sound of books. And oh my goodness, all kinds of stuff popped up. But that's how I came to find Maria from Gentle Whispering, because one of her, I think it was her first like bookstore roleplay. Oh, and I loved that video because she like walked around the back of the camera and started making all these sounds, and she was like, oh no, the book's not over here. And she was stacking the books, like, pretending to look through the books. So at that time, there really was not a lot of channels to watch. So I would watch her videos and Allie's videos, and I slowly started finding more channels. But at that time, you would like watch, and I still do, you'd watch like the same video over and over and over again. At least I did. Because there wasn't a lot to choose from, So that's how I found ASMR on YouTube. So what's your favorite unintentional ASMR video? Now that's sort of, I'm a little bit confused by that question, because unintentional, I mean, I feel like if it's someone making an ASMR video, then it's intentional, isn't it? I don't know. So, unintentional, I don't know if that's supposed to just mean like a role play or something. I don't know. Unintentional, I would just say videos that aren't purposely trying to be ASMR, like, cooking shows or crafting type videos or shows, or like sometimes I used to watch like the shopping networks, like QVC or things like that, where they just show the jewelry or the clothes. I know other people probably did that too. So I would say that is more unintentional. Name the last 5 ASM artists that you watched. So, because of this challenge, Amandine the Wolf, I watched her tag video, and I watched Fairy Shar's tag video, and I watched Gibi's tag video, but I guess not including that, I watched Sleeping Pearl. I love Sleeping Pearl. Her last video was probably a few months ago, was just like a book, sort of page turning, picture book sort of thing. So I watched that one. And what else did I watch? I watched some, I recently discovered that I like to watch ASMR true crime videos. I know some people might think that's horrible, I don't know, but I always like watching, all those shows like, Forensic Files and Cold Case Files or whatever it's called, and, like Dateline and 2020 and all that kind of stuff. So I found, I love Queen of Serene ASMR. She has a second channel that I think is called Queen of Serene TV. So I saw that she did, well, she had posted on Instagram that she was going to be starting to do some true crime on there. And at first I was like, I don't know, how they would go together, ASMR and true crime. But I watched it, and I just love listening to Queen of Serene talk. And she did a really good job with it, so I'm waiting for some more from her on that. But, so, sorry, I'm answering these really long. So then I started searching for more channels that do ASMR true crime. And there's a pretty good amount of channels. Well, actually not really. I found some good channels that do ASMR true crime. And one of them that I found is ASMR Zelda is the channel, and so I really like her videos too. There's a few other ones that do ASMR crime, true crime, that I like to watch a lot too. But the last one that I watched is ASMR Zelda because she does True Crime Tuesday. So today, what's today? I think today's Tuesday. Yeah, today's Tuesday. So I just watched her today. So, how many did I name? 1, 2, 3, 4. And who else did I watch? Who else did I watch? I don't remember. I think it may have been, oh no, it was Boggle Drop. I watched, the channel is Boggle Drop ASMR. It's sort of a newer channel. But I think most of these are ones that I'm going to tag, so I will put them in the description for this video. But Boggle Drop is one that I like her videos. So she has one where she did that I really liked. It was like she was just sitting in a coffee shop, or something, and she was drinking like tea and maybe I think hot cocoa or something. But there was like the background, you could see like blurred people, and you could hear all of the like sort of muffled sounds that you might hear in a like cafe or something. You could hear people chatting and like the sounds of the cups clinking and things like that. And she was making like drinking sounds from her tea, but it wasn't like excessive sounds to me. It wasn't. But also there was some music that might be playing in a cafe, and music gives me ASMR also. Not just any kind of music, but some music does, and that one did. So I liked that video, and I haven't seen that before, so I like when I see something that is kind of new to me, you know. So I think those are the 5 channels that I watched. What is your favorite ASMR trigger to listen to? My favorite ASMR trigger, well, I guess that would be 2 different answers. Like in real life, which is mostly how I feel ASMR. I don't really feel it as much in videos. It's nothing like at all. It does not compare at all to what I feel in real life. But in real life it would be cleaning, just hearing the sounds and watching someone clean. But in videos, I would say that it's someone's voice. That's why I don't watch as much videos where people don't talk. I do like them, and people do a really nice job on those kinds of videos, but mostly it's a person's voice that really, like, if I like their voice a lot, they can just talk about anything at all, anything in the world, and I would love it. And what is my least favorite trigger to listen to and do it? Oh goodness. Well, I guess I would have to go with the like excessive mouth sounds. I don't mind it when it's done, very gently. Like, I don't really watch any kind of eating or mouth sound videos. But some I really do like Maria, Gentle Whispering. She did a few eating videos, and I love those because it's not, like crazy wet mouth sounds. And also ASMR. Well, she just changed the name of her channel, ASMR Mania. She had 2 channels. I think they were both called ASMR Mania. One was in Russian and one is English. She just changed the name of her English channel to ASMR Tingle Play. And she also has some eating videos that I don't mind the mouth sounds at all. She's another one that I love pretty much everything that she does, because her voice is just perfect to me. So, oh gosh, I have to do it. I just can't even bring myself to do that. I can't do it. Like, oh no, I'm not even gonna do it. I'm sorry. I'm crossing that one off because I hate it so much that I just can't do it. Sorry. So the next question is, do you use ASMR to relax or fall asleep? And yes, I do. That's mostly, I watch it every night. I watch it during the day too, but mostly at night before I go to sleep. So that's mostly what ASMR on YouTube is for me. It's more like relaxation videos. So, yep, I do. What is your bedtime routine? Well, after I'm done, doing all the cleaning and getting all the stuff ready for the kids for school and doing all that stuff, I'll sit down for maybe a little while if I have time and sit in my chair with my husband, and maybe we'll watch a show together or something. Sometimes maybe I'll read a book and have like a cup of tea or something like that, and then wash my face and fluff my pillow and then I just will lay in bed and look at my phone a little bit and watch some ASMR and then fall asleep, and that's it. What is your favorite trigger to do, and do it? I'm not sure really how to answer that one either, because I don't know. My favorite trigger to do, there's a lot I haven't done yet, but like, I don't know if that's asking, like, what do I enjoy doing, or what do I enjoy doing for the audience? I'm just gonna say, like, for me, of course, it's fun to, like, squish things. I love, like, if I do something with a sponge, or, if I can tap something, that's fun for me to do. It just gives me an excuse to, like, play, So I guess that's what's fun. I do love making role plays. They're hard to do, but I love creating them, so I guess that would be what I like doing for the audience most. But it's always fun to just, like, play with stuff. That's more fun for me, myself. And what is my least favorite trigger to do, and do this too? Well, I don't know if I have one. I'm not sure. I don't think I can really think of my least favorite. I don't know. I would have to think about that one. I'm sorry, I don't have an answer. How long does it take you to make a video? Well, I upload about once a week, so it takes me about that long. Of course, that's not like working on it 24/7, but it could probably take about, there goes the cards, okay, it could probably take me about an hour, I'd say, to film, but a lot of times I do it in parts. So I might film a little bit one day and then a little bit another day. And then it takes a little bit of time each day to edit and do all the other stuff, you know. I think the editing is what takes most time for me. So, have you ever gotten tingles from your own videos? No. I watch my videos so much just doing the editing. I watch it like over and over and edit and edit and edit. So I actually, like, sometimes I can feel relaxed from watching my videos a little bit, but I actually end up starting to just hate my videos just from after watching it a few times. Like, I start to get so sick of looking at it, so I start to really just hate them. So no, I don't. I don't get tingles from my own videos. Do you watch your own videos? No, only when I'm editing them. What software do you use to edit? So I use iMovie. That just happened to be available to me, so that's what I started using. I've tried other programs for some videos, trying to remove like background noises and stuff. But I don't know. I didn't find any that I liked any better than iMovie, so, and iMovie is pretty simple, so I'm just sticking with that for now. What time of day do you film? I would say mostly at night. I have like a short window of time after the kids fall asleep, so just like in the evening sometime, once in a while. I'll also do it during the day if, like, the time is right, if the house is nice and quiet. So sometimes it just depends. What is your favorite video that you've made? I don't really know, I guess. What's my favorite video that I've made? I don't know, I guess it would have to be a role play. I love role plays the most out of anything. So, and I don't know. I would have to choose like my spa one, my first. Actually, I think I like the spa orientation one, which is where I did like the men's hair. Only because that's like the type of video that it's like a type of situation that would give me ASMR in real life. Like if someone that's why I did the part where I was like looking through the closet and showing where things were. Just people like, showing you things. That I love that in real life and in videos, so I'm just gonna choose that one. Have one of your videos had an unexpected negative fan reaction? Not really, no. No, nothing yet. I'm sure there will be some to come, but no, I haven't really had too much negative things, There's some things with people, like, just letting me know, what they didn't like, or, the thumbs down. But I expect that, so really unexpected. I'm sure that I will, but I'm just waiting for more. Every time I open up my thing and I see I have a notification, I get kind of scared because I'm like, oh god, somebody's gonna yell at me or something, but mostly it's been really, really nice stuff. What videos of yours do you think didn't get the love it deserved? That's a hard question for me too, because I don't know. I'm like, well, if people didn't like it, they didn't like it. I guess I would just choose, like, you know, my channel's kind of funny because I have like just a few videos that have like thousands of views, and then a lot of them have like 300 views or something. So I'm just gonna name, I guess. One is one where I did trigger translation, it was called, and I don't know, maybe people don't like it, but it was one where I just got things like, you know, a pen or whatever, or let's just say a box, and I would like make sounds with it, and I would say what it is in English and in Spanish. So, and it's like an A to Z thing. I don't think that one really has a lot of views at all, but that's okay. What's something the audience doesn't know about the behind the scenes of your channel? Well, a lot goes into just even this kind of simple type of video, like, you know, you gotta make sure everything's right. So, you know, you have to go around. I go around the house and I try to turn everything off, you know, all the fans, the TV. You gotta try to set up what kind of angle you want it to be. I had to print all this stuff out and go through all my, like, my colored pencils are just, the kids have them like all over the place, all mixed up. I had to go and search for, you know, some nice pencils, and I had to sharpen all of them. And, you know, you gotta get the lighting right, and it's just, it takes so much time just to do something little simple like this. But just to give you a little something more interesting that you don't know, I'm gonna tell you that I curse a lot. Oh, it's so funny. Like, I don't curse in my videos, but it's like, if you could listen to all of the parts that I cut out of all the videos, you know, I'll be like setting this all up, and it took me, let's just say, you know, forever. And it's the perfect timing. You know, everybody in the house is being quiet, and then, you know, somebody starts mowing their lawn right outside my window, or the guy drives by and like revs his engine, and he's like driving around the block, it seems like, you know. So I'm like, so, you know, I'll be talking all gently and, you know, saying, "Listen, that's a beautiful horse," and then there goes the guy, and I'm like, "Oh, you effer. You have to drive that effing car right now. Right now is the perfect time." I'm just venting. I know people are outside just living their lives, but sometimes you just have to let out some and then you go right back to like, and so what was that again that you wanted? So sometimes listening to my videos while I'm editing, I sort of crack myself up. So there you go. What's the most absurd request you received from a fan? I really haven't received any absurd requests. And I would actually, I would feel bad, like, calling a request absurd because, I mean, I don't know, maybe I haven't gotten an absurd enough one yet, I don't know. Maybe some people do get some crazy stuff. I did have one request that I wouldn't call it absurd at all, but it was just like something very, very specific that kind of made me laugh. But I would never, I would never want to call someone absurd for a request. I'm not really going to be specific on that one. Do your family and friends know you make ASMR videos? Really only like my close family and friends. I don't know. I just don't really talk about it much. I mean, if they found my channel and realized it was me, of course I would be honest about it, but I just try to like keep to myself about it, Have you ever been recognized in public? No, of course not, because, I don't show my face, so. What inspires your video ideas? So mostly, there are like circumstances where I have felt ASMR myself, in real life. So that's like all my role plays are moments in my real life that I have felt ASMR. And of course I couldn't say that other videos don't inspire me because, obviously they do. But mostly like my role plays are things that have actually happened to me. Where do you find yourself spending the most time online? Well, I guess it would be YouTube for sure. Besides like going online to like pay bills and do stuff like that. Mostly it's YouTube. What advice would you give someone who wanted to make their own ASMR content? I would say just go for it. I spent so much time. Let me just show you here. I have all this stuff over here. I was thinking I would make some sounds, but I decided not to. But let me just show something here. This little notebook here. Sorry, it's kind of like messy, but let me see if I can find the right pages here. Like, if you see all of this stuff here, okay, these are all notes from like 4 years worth of ideas that I've been writing them down for 4 years wanting to maybe one day make a channel. And I didn't make a channel because I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know how to do anything. I don't know how to make a YouTube channel. I don't know how to film it, how to make the sounds. I don't know what kind of microphone to buy. I have no idea how to edit. Because you look at channels like, you know, the big channels that do such nice editing and all that, and it makes you feel maybe like, oh, I can't do that, so I might as well not make a channel. But you really don't have to do that, because I would say just start with one thing, you know? Don't make it like too overwhelming, because that's what I did. I thought about all these little things, and it like delayed me from starting a channel. So if you just like pick one little thing at a time, you know, step by step, like just buy the microphone, or you know, just film it, just film something, use your phone, and then figure out the next step from there. That's what I finally did. I just bought a microphone, and I even like did it wrong. I didn't know how to connect the like sound with the video. So the first video that I actually filmed was one where I was putting a wood desk together. I filmed it, but there's no sounds of the desk. It's just pretty much me doing like a voiceover of explaining how I put the desk together, because I didn't know how to get the sound of the desk, so, but that's okay, I still uploaded it. Just, you know, you figure it out little by little. You know, you don't have to be like, you don't have to look a certain way or do a certain thing. You know, I really would love to see like a little bit more like variety in videos, ASMR videos. You know, you don't have to do the same kinds of stuff you see everybody else doing. Like, do things that, you know, you would like to see, or you know, just anything unique. You know, anything can be ASMR, like if you know how to do something, you know, like cook or paint or anything like that. It doesn't have to be, you know, ASMR, doesn't have to be role plays, doesn't have to be, you know, having some kind of expensive mic and like making sounds on it. That's not, I would say, if you really want to do ASMR, just do it, because I bet there's somebody out there who will enjoy watching it, so just go for it. So, I think that was the last question, right? Yep. That was all the questions, so I just want to say thank you again to Amandine for tagging me in this. I'll put who I'm tagging in the description too. But I guess it will be some of the channels that I mentioned earlier. See what happens. So thank you. I hope this was a little bit interesting. But thank you so much for